Sometimes, I notice how the mind keeps holding things, not tightly, not always with effort, just quietly. A thought stays a little longer than it needs to. A feeling repeats itself, even when the moment has passed. An old idea about who I am shows up again, like a familiar sound in the background. Nothing dramatic, just this subtle clinging. And I wonder, when did holding on become so natural that we stop noticing it? Most days, it doesn't feel like attachment at all. It feels like responsibility, or care, or identity. We say, this is my role, this is my story, this is how I am. It feels reasonable, safe even. But every now and then, maybe late at night, or in the middle of silence, there's a small question. Am I choosing this, or am I just repeating it? There's a word that appears in the background here, Vivekacudamani. It sounds heavy, but the feeling behind it is simple. It's about seeing clearly, not judging, not rejecting. Just seeing what is real in this moment, and what is borrowed, what stays when everything changes, and what keeps changing while pretending to be permanent. I try this sometimes in ordinary moments, watching a thought rise, watching it fall. The thought feels personal, but when I wait, it moves on without asking me. The same with emotions. They arrive strong, convincing, full of urgency. And then, slowly, they fade. If that's true, then what exactly am I holding on to when I say, this is me? Discrimination here isn't sharp or aggressive. It's gentle, almost curious, like sorting through old things in a room, not to throw them away angrily, but to see what still belongs. What is actually useful? What was once needed, but now just takes space. The body keeps breathing without instruction. Awareness keeps noticing without effort. So why does the mind keep carrying so much extra weight? Detachment often sounds cold, like walking away. But in experience, it feels lighter than that. It feels like loosening a grip that was never necessary, like realizing you don't need to hold the river for it to flow. Life keeps moving. The world keeps responding. Nothing collapses just because you stop gripping every thought that passes through. There's a strange relief in noticing this. When a desire shows up, instead of fighting it, you just watch. When fear appears, instead of fixing it, you allow it to be felt. Not because you're detached from life, but because you're no longer tangled inside every movement of the mind. Things happen, but they don't stick the same way. Sometimes I wonder if clarity is not about gaining knowledge, but about losing confusion, losing the habit of mixing awareness with whatever appears inside it, losing the belief that every thought needs obedience. When that belief weakens, something soft opens up. Space, quiet, not empty, just unburdened. The more clearly you see what comes and goes, the less effort detachment takes. It happens on its own, not as discipline, not as control, but as understanding. Like when you realize a shadow can't hurt you, you stop reacting to it without trying. And in that understanding, something subtle shifts. You don't feel superior, you don't feel finished. You just feel less busy inside, less pulled, less defined. The sense of me becomes quieter, thinner, almost transparent at times. In those moments, questions arise differently. Not, what should I do next? But who is the one deciding? Not, how do I improve myself? But what remains when improvement is not needed? These questions don't demand answers. They just open space. And as that space stays, even briefly, it starts to feel like learning itself is changing. Less accumulation, more unlearning. Less ritual, more direct seeing. Almost as if understanding doesn't need so many steps, or symbols, or outer forms anymore. Just a simple pointing, a quiet voice. Not explaining much, just showing. And maybe that's where the mind naturally drifts next, toward a way of being taught without methods, without structures, without doing too much at all.